Okay, so pretty much I'm freaking out right now because pretty much, okay, so long story short, the reason I don't have a video out is because, okay, so I'm at the store with Jennifer, right? And you know Jennifer, you know how she is. And we're talking, and just going on and on about her boyfriend. And it's like, oh my God, Jennifer, you need to break up with your boyfriend. He freaking sucks. You know that. And so pretty much she's just going on and on about how much she loves him. And so pretty much we're talking, and this sales guy comes up and he's like, sorry, we're like closing. Do you guys mind like leaving? And it's like, no, we're looking at clothes, you. So pretty much, we're walking down the store, we're like trying to on, the guy's like, please, it's like 12:30 a.m, like, I really just want to go home, and it's like, nobody cares that you have freaking children or whatever, and you keep talking about them and how you want to see them again. It's like, we have problems too. It's trying on these dresses, and we rip one, and it's like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? So pretty much we walk down the aisle, and we're trying to figure out like what to do, and the store manager starts yelling at us, and he's like, oh my God, like my children, they're getting a big surgery tomorrow, and I need to be awake enough so I can drive them to the hospital. It's like, oh my God, nobody freaking cares. Long story short, we throw it at him, we throw it in his face, and we're like, shut up, loser, take out some bear spray, spray it in his face, and we run out, and we're running, and we eventually we're hearing sirens, and we're like, oh my God, we're gonna get freaking pulled over. Luckily though, they passed us and went to some burning house or whatever. Freaking wish I could be in that house and just burn right there. But anyway, we're like driving home, and it's like 1 a.m. and I get dropped off, and my mom's yelling at me because it's like, oh my God, like you were supposed to come back because you know your grandma is super sick and she needs your help. And it's like, nobody cares, Mom. I'm in my room, and freaking, you know who calls me? Jennifer's boyfriend. And it's like, oh my God, I didn't know you liked me ever. And it's like, oh, of course I did. Of course you did, Brad. God. So here's what happened. I told Brad that I was like, oh my God, Brad, you're so freaking stupid. And I pretty much socked him in the jaw. Like, is that not hint enough? So then my mom's yelling at me, and I finally go to freaking bed, and I wake up, and it's like Saturday, so it's like, oh my God, like I'm so tired, I just don't want to deal with anything. And so I pretty much sleep the whole day, and my manager calls me and is like, hey, do you mind coming in? Like, broke her leg, she can't work. It's like, God, why does everybody think their problems are more important than mine? I was sick in bed, essentially. I'm so tired, I'm sick, so I'm sleeping, and eventually I wake up, and it's like 12:30 on a Sunday morning, and I'm thinking like, oh my God, like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna freaking be some nocturnal freaking piece of vampire Morbius type. Pretty much, I'm thinking like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So what I do is I freaking take this little vase and I like smash it over my head, because it's like, you know, like doctors say, like that's how you fall asleep like easier. And so I hit over the head, and apparently like, oh, it's just gonna cause major brain damage is what my mom said, pretty much. And so I got this glass shard sticking out of my freaking forehead, and by this point it's 1 a.m. and it's like, oh my God, like I pretty much wasted the whole day, and I pretty much wasted the whole night, and I got this shard sticking out of my head. And so the next morning I like wake up, and I'm like, oh, the shard's still there. And so I'm pretty much like freaking out the whole day. I'm like calling Jennifer, like, Jennifer, what are you doing? She's like, oh, my boyfriend went missing. I don't know where he is. And it's like, God, Jennifer, just because I freaking socked your boyfriend when he came to my house last night, I freaking buried him in my backyard, doesn't mean you can be such a little God. And so I'm like, Jennifer, I have no idea what happened to your boyfriend, because, like, you know, it's a white lie. Like, I don't even know what to do. So I pretty much, my mom, who loves gardening, freaking finds Brad just, like, in the bushes, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? It's, like, awkward. Long story short, the police come, and they're, like, interviewing me, and it's like, oh my God, like, I don't even know what you're talking about. At one point, the cop is like, look, like, we have it, like, from what we say, like, all your friends are saying, like, oh, you're prone to violent tendencies, and it's like, freaking, who did you talk to, Jennifer? That lying little nuh-uh, she lies, and she knows it, too. So anyway, long story short, I socked this policeman over the jaw, and I'm freaking bolting, and you know who is walking right down the street at that exact moment? The store owner. And he's like, oh my God, like, because I got, like, maced in the eyes, like, I missed my kid's surgery, and now they're gonna have, like, blue-stained gums for the rest of their life. And it's like, I don't give a crap. And so I freaking much take my bear spray, spits it into his little dumb face. And he's like, oh my God, the doctor said I couldn't get any more in my eye, or else I would be permanently mold blind. It's a different kind of blind. It's like a whole thing. You can look it up. Nobody freaking cares. And so I'm running down the street, and I get in my car, and now I'm driving. I don't know where to freaking go. Guys. Like, what am I supposed to do? honestly.